Welcome, preppers. It's high time to do a slightly longer video. Those of you that are following regularly will know that we recently started our morning minute, which is just a quick little something to get you going first thing. But today I'm going to extend a bit on the subject of holding on. It's something, I don't know what comes to your mind when you say holding on. It could be any number of things. It could be holding on to your possessions, which I mentioned the other day when I lost my earring for about a month and mentally would not let it go, because I know that if you hold on to missing possessions, very often the universe actually returns them to you at a time you might not be expecting. And mine popped up at work and I thought I'd lost it at home. So there you go. But on a serious level, there are many other things that we hold on to. And the first question you have to ask yourself is, why are you holding on? For me, it was the belief that the earring would be returned. And it's an earring. It's not a huge thing, but it saves me some money because I don't have to go out and buy another set of earrings, as I wear those specifically for work. Other things that you might have to ask yourself, though, is the reason why you're holding on to something that is of a lot more value. For instance, are you trying to hold on to a relationship that is past its expiry date? You will know this if you're trying to hold on to something that no longer actually suits you, however much you may want it on a mental level or a physical level. The fact is, if it's not suiting you, your gut instinct is pulling against it the whole time, and you are probably ignoring it because our guts know what is good for us and what is not. So look at something, look at the things that you actually value. If it is a relationship, what is it that you value in that person? Why is it that you're desperately wanting that relationship to continue? Can it be repaired, or has it gone beyond the state of repair? These are very, very basic questions, but we need to examine. It's no good just saying, oh, I'm in love with that person and I just wish it could continue, or we've been married for 15 years and, I don't want to throw it all away, but if it's really, really, really not working, it may be time for both of you to move on. And on that point, the universe knows very often that when we desire something that is actually greater in any area of our life than what we have now, if it cannot come into being because what we have now isn't going to work with our ideal future, then the universe shakes you up, and it shakes you up every single time. It shook me up. I ended up divorced, didn't know what I wanted at all at the time, but I didn't want the lifestyle I had. And I'm not going into personal details, but at the time, I was just a housewife with two boys, a part-time job, and that, well, nearly full-time really, and that was it. I didn't have ambitions, hobbies, etc. But obviously my inner self knew that I had the poetry in there. It knew that I wanted to seek different connections with different people. It knew that music was far more important to me than I realised. But none of that could have come out if I hadn't gone through that process of loss. I lost my job. I then got COVID. So again, the universe was tackling the fact that I have higher aspirations than just working for the man. And the universe is opening the way for me to go ahead. So if you want something more than your 9 to 5, so to speak, you need to be working on it. You need to be trying to create whatever it is. But the greatest thing you need to hold on to at all times, and if you haven't got it, you really need to work on developing it, is faith. You've got to, first of all, you obviously need to have faith in the universe. And the level of faith we have in the universe relates directly to our previous experiences and how prepared are we to put our faith in the universe. And when I say the universe, that can stand for anything. That can be Allah, God, the Most High. It doesn't matter how you want to term it. It matters to you, obviously, because these are your beliefs. But to me, my belief is in the universe, and God is God. So, I can swap quite easily from one to the other because I don't have the usual religious ties that go with that point of view. I guess it's more of a spiritualist aspect. I don't know. But what I do find is that at the end of the day, most of us are based along the same beliefs in any case. So you need to identify where your core beliefs are. And if you haven't got any, you really need to develop some, because you can't go anywhere in life unless you've got some kind of a firm foundation to work from. Because if you haven't, and you're literally trusting in your physical self and your mental abilities, it's kind of limiting because we are here as physical beings. If you take away the support system that most of us believe that we have, you're actually not left with a lot. You're standing alone. You're standing with your friends and your family, but you don't have that inner guidance that you're relying on like the rest of us. Or maybe you have the inner guidance and don't recognize where it's coming from. But gut instinct is something really important, and it's something that our thinking brain will often try to avoid, because our thinking brain is thinking about what it perceives to be best for us. And in any given situation, we will tailor things to suit us. So you can make things appear as they actually aren't because you're not listening to what people are telling you, especially if it's in a relationship and you want that person badly and they're giving you loads of signs that they want out and you're refusing to listen, and your mind is saying, oh, well, never mind, I can be fantastic, I can bend them to my way of thinking. No, it just doesn't work. It might just keep it staggering along for longer, but ultimately you're not doing yourself or the other person any favours. You really need to be in touch with yourself, and that is the thing that is of utmost importance. I've been speaking recently about how you start your day. You need to be in touch with yourself right from the beginning of the day, putting all routines, everything aside. You do need to get up in the morning having an idea of what you want for the day. Because if you're holding on to bigger ideas, you actually need to be working towards them. For me, I haven't had hardly any hits at all on my morning minute videos. They're fairly new, but I don't know why that is. I haven't overly promoted them, but I'm looking at it differently. I'm looking at it that I'm telling the universe that I want people to come and view these. So everything is ready, everything is prepared, and I'm asking the universe to provide the audience. And when the audience is there, the material is there. So I'm not going to sit here and think, oh, I've just been doing this for 3 weeks and it's not working. Holding on is holding on to the bigger picture that you've created for yourself. And to be fair, the morning minute is just a part of the bigger picture. For me, part of the bigger picture is actually self-discipline, motivation, self-discipline, inspiration, the ability to see things through. All of those contribute to your faith. And if you're not dealing with those base principles, if you just got the faith, but you're not dealing with the basics that underlie it, how do you expect the universe to deliver if you're not doing any sort of work on yourself or on your projects? So, one of the key things is to identify within yourself what is stopping you. What are the things that detract you from your belief? Why are you not holding on strongly to something you believe in? How strong is your belief in your ability to succeed with the goals that you've set for yourself? Mine wasn't very good. I'm going to be totally honest here. I've only in the last month made a major quantum leap, really, that actually everything I want is achievable. And just because it looks ridiculous to me at this point in time, because trust me, when I dream big, I dream whopper, 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 triple whopper big. So I'm not just talking here about having a blog and a YouTube platform. My vision goes way beyond that, because I want what I do to inspire a lot of other people. I want to create positions for people. I want this to be a company that can give jobs to people, that can inspire people's visions. And at the moment, I'm a little person with a little blog and a little bit of It's Brap TV. But if you all want to help people with their visions, You do the simple things. You like, you subscribe, you share, you comment directly underneath posts or videos or whatever, and show your support in that way to people. I do it to other people. Don't get masses of it back, but it doesn't matter because life is about the giving. And eventually people will want to give back in this direction because that's what happens eventually, is everything is in its time. But you've got to put your firm foundations into place first. So look at yourself and see what areas you need to solidify in order to hold on and make your visions 100%. Because if you've got nothing within, you cannot build without. Everything starts from within, which I think is a very key point. And we need to find the people out there that are going to help us move forwards. And sometimes it's physical people, sometimes it's online people. I found a couple of little courses that are helping me to change things within myself quite radically, and I think that helps. I think looking back for the losses in life, the things that I lost, I had to give them up. I didn't have a choice. I had no choice in giving up my job. But it was the best thing that happened because I'd still be in that job. I'd still be getting the bus to work every day, going in, talking to the same people, doing the same things. There's no growth in that whatsoever. But by changing jobs, instead of being in management, I decided to go back into the basic childcare. And I work with babies. I absolutely love it. I'm working in a team all day. It is fun. I have different personalities to work with within the children, within the staff. They have to get on and work with my personality. And I'm sure that's pretty challenging at times too. But we work together. And outside of that, because I'm no longer managing, I'm not carrying my work home in any capacity mentally or anything. I can just go home and put all of my energy and focus into its BRAP. My life coaching course I've just completed. I have to work now on the model for life coaching, and I'm going to be needing some volunteers because I want to have a few people to coach first before I start charging for my services. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know. I've got lots of experience, lots of life knowledge in different situations, lots of self improvement, I guess, all the things that a lot of us need. And sometimes we can't do it on our own. We need that bit of support, direction, mentorship, accountability, all of those things. But there might be things that you can look at and you can find other ways of doing it. I mean, I'll give you one of the little things I'm doing. I'm just keeping a list to make sure that I'm posting my blogs regularly. So I've got a little table there and I write all the blogs down so that I can see each month easily how many I'm posting. And obviously you track your views and stuff like that as well. But the thing is, that keeps me in check that I'm doing what I've dedicated myself to. And I've dedicated myself to 2 blogs a week. So if you don't get them, shout me out because this is something I am committed to. And I'm also committed Monday to Friday with the Morning Minute. And that's the basic commitment. These longer videos, I'm not saying I'm committed yet, but I'm aiming towards one a week. And when I'm actually ready, I will make the full commitment. Another thing I'm committed to in order to hold on to my dream and help myself to achieve it is learning some video editing skills. I've no idea about these. I'm not in a position to pay somebody to come and do my video editing. That means I have to hold on to the faith in myself that I have the ability to learn these skills. I'm very blessed that the universe has given me somebody in particular that's prepared to help me with them. Because we can't just do things. Yes, we can look it up on YouTube. Yes, I can go to Udemy or somewhere, as someone else suggested, and do a video editing course. I might do all of these things. But the key is I have to hold on to the belief that I have the capability to do it, and I know I do. And then from there, I have to be able to actually produce the types of videos I want. And that goes towards the bigger picture of having better quality work up on my channel. I don't just want to be here reading a poem. I would like to have a poem with music. And I actually recorded a poem the other day because it came to me. So I might try to put that up shortly, work out how to put maybe some scenes in it, maybe put underlying music. But, it's something. You have the vision, you hold on to it. And your vision, like I said to you, I need holding on to a vision for that one poem. My vision is that it'll be a much more professional looking production when I actually put it up on my channel. So that's the immediate vision. And I have to hold on to the belief that I can do it. I have to summon up good energy before I start anything. It's no good thinking, oh, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous of opening this link, finding out how it works. No, I have to change the mindset in line with what I want to achieve. So I'm nervous. I'm not using the word fear. I'm not afraid of it. But nervous has to become I'm excited for the new challenge. So, all of these little things, looking at the way that we approach them, help us hold on. So, that really is the main thing today. Work out what is important in your life, what you need to hold on to, what are your reasons, which kind of things can you implement in order to help yourself get a step nearer achieving what you want to achieve. Okay? Life is a challenge. That's it. If it wasn't, we'd all be bored stiff. Okay, Brappers. So be Brap, be ready and act promptly. And I promise you, if you start doing that, you will start seeing forward movement within your life. Okay? Have a fabulous week and goodbye for now.